on this webinar. We're going to go over certification and what that really means. I'm going to tell you about the two national organizations, NAHA and AIA. We're going to talk about how you can become an expert in aromatherapy. I'm going to teach about spike lavender and lavender. So I'm going to take you on a little journey to France. You're going to see the oils being distilled. We're going to talk about the medicinal uses of each lavender based in their unique chemistry. I'm so excited to share this information with you. We're going to go over what you study in AromaHead's aromatherapy certification program. I know a lot of you have questions about that. We're going to talk about any concerns you might have for how long the program takes, the cost of the program, online education and how that works, because I know for a lot of you, online education is new. And as I mentioned, I have 3 surprise bonuses I'm going to offer on this webinar. I'm just curious, how many of you, is this your first AromaHead webinar? Me. Okay, Dee, Deb, Heather, Courtney, Michelle. Like, wow, lots and lots of you, okay, are on your first webinar. Well, welcome to your first AromaHead webinar. I am so excited that you came. All right, so I imagine that most of you came to this webinar because you saw a post about it on Facebook, or maybe you got an email about it, a friend told you about it, and I imagine that most of you already love essential oils and are really interested in learning more about them. And I know from talking with you on Facebook and email that some of you are already selling oils and making products and have many years of experience, and some of you are brand new to the oils. And most of you have expressed to me how excited you are to become an expert in aromatherapy, to be able to really imagine yourself as a professional aromatherapist, feeling really confident in your blending skills. If this is true for you, you are in the right place, because I am here to support that process for you so that you can become an expert in aromatherapy and feel totally confident in your blending skills. I did a survey that many of you filled out, and 80% of you have never taken an online class at AromaHead before, which means that we really haven't met each other. So I just want to take a moment and tell you a little bit about myself. I am the founder of AromaHead Institute, and I've been offering aromatherapy certification since 1998 for people who want to create businesses around natural products or include essential oils in existing businesses. In 1994, Cindy Black and I opened the Finger Lakes School of Massage in Ithaca, New York, and we ran the massage school and taught for 10 years. And I just wanted to get the best oils for the students to use, and that's what stimulated the beginning of my study of essential oils. And then in 1995, I went to school to study aromatherapy in London. And I spent several months in Europe, and I visited essential oil distillers in France. And I immediately knew that I wanted to learn as much as I could about the world of essential oils. This picture on the slide is one that I took from the back deck of one of the distillers' houses. Can you imagine? It was so beautiful. It was just purple everywhere. France was the beginning of a really exciting journey that continues to take many countries all around the world to meet with organic, small-scale essential oil distillers. And working with distillers is incredibly inspiring. I took a really exciting recent international trip to 3 different countries. I visited a frankincense distiller in the United Arab Emirates, and I went to the famous Dubai Spice Market. That was amazing. I met with a cinnamon distiller in the Seychelles Islands, which are off the coast of Madagascar. And while I was in the Seychelles, I also saw the vanilla plantations and the process of drying vanilla beans. It was so beautiful, and also some coconut oil production. And then I finished the trip in South Africa, where I met with a fantastic tea tree distiller, and I actually got to see citrus oil production. It was an incredible trip. And I also just recently got back from Grenada, where we saw cocoa butter production and nutmeg distillation. So I have pictures of all of that for the end of the webinar in the Q&A that I'll show you. Another thing that I wanted to share with you is that in the fall of 2013, I won the Alliance of International Aromatherapists Lifetime Achievement Award. And I'm in this picture with Bev Day, the founder of the Alliance, and Robert Tisserand. And Robert gave me the award, and I just felt so honored to win this award. It was for my work in aromatherapy and education. And winning the award was such a highlight for me. So, like many of you, my life has been utterly transformed by essential oils and the aromatherapy profession. And I consider it my life work to encourage people to study essential oils in depth, to go through a really good certification program to understand essential oil chemistry and the plants and how to use essential oils effectively and safely. I know that you don't want essential oils to cause any health issues for your family or your friends or your clients. And so the good news is that learning essential oil chemistry can help you understand the safety really well, even if you've never understood chemistry before, I promise. I love seeing parents using essential oils in their homes for cleaning and for their children's health. And I love seeing people use the oils to reduce anxiety and help reduce pain, support sleep. Like you, I've seen the profound impact that essential oils have on emotional and physical health. And truly, I'm amazed at how much we can do with a solid education. So this is what certification is about. It's about getting an in-depth education and then being able to support the people in our lives to change their lives and live a healthier lifestyle. So some of you emailed me recently to share why you wanted to become a certified aromatherapist, and thank you for those great emails, by the way. I want to share just a couple of quick quotes with you that I found very meaningful. So one person said, "I believe that certification shows I have a genuine interest in the oils and I'm not just trying to make a sale." Another person said, "I feel like this will help me in the business because I will have the knowledge and the certification to back it up." And then the last one was, and this is such a great comment, "I think it will help my family, friends, coworkers, and clients to trust me when I share about the helpfulness of essential oils. It will certainly give me a professional, credible edge. Friends and later clients will trust that I am giving them more substantial, accurate advice. And most certainly, I will be speaking from a better informed place, a more highly researched platform on matters concerning health and wellness." Isn't that great? Can you relate to that? I think that certification is such a wonderful endeavor because it's a dedication to your learning that brings a kind of mindfulness to your work with the oils and to your blending. And then the blends you create and your recommendations to people really improve. It's like anything else we give our attention and dedication to, it responds. So let's talk more about certification, because AromaHead is approved by 3 organizations. The AIA is the Alliance of International Aromatherapists, NAHA, which is the National Association for Holistic Aromatherapy, and IFPA, the International Federation of Professional Aromatherapists. AIA and NAHA are based in the US, and IFPA is based in the UK. And one of the important services that both organizations provide is to approve aromatherapy schools. AIA and NAHA both have a 200-hour aromatherapy certification approval process, and AIA also has a 400-hour clinical level approval. This is the highest level approval in the US. AromaHead Institute has had the 200-hour program level approval from both organizations for many, many years. And we are one of only 5 schools in the world approved by the AIA for their 400-hour clinical level program. So this is where certification comes in. Because like many of you, when I first started studying essential oils, I wondered, why is certification important? Aromatherapy is not a licensing profession, so what does certification really mean? So what I've come to over the years is that having organizations like AIA and NAHA and IFPA that oversee schools and create educational standards has such a positive benefit for anybody taking a certification program. I think that certification shows people that you have applied yourself. It's an external validation by other professionals in the field. And being a certified aromatherapist gives your students and clients a reference point. It helps people understand your dedication, and it gives them a sense of security. It really invokes trust in you when people are just getting to know you. And as a matter of fact, that's why I put this Lifetime Achievement Award slide on the webinar. I always feel a little shy to talk about this on a webinar, but for those of you that I haven't met, and you might not know me or know about AromaHead or my work, and so I just want you to know you can trust me. And this is similar to you having a certification, because it lets people know that you've dedicated your time and energy to studying essential oils. Certification is a great starting point of credibility. In the world of aromatherapy, I bet you can relate to this, right? In the world of aromatherapy, there are a lot of people with just a beginning level of education about essential oils that are actively using them and recommending them to other people. And in fact, I was one of those people. I started out using the oils and recommending them to people way before I knew very much about them. I just knew that I loved them and that they were effective, and I'd read lots of books and websites, and I was using other people's recipes, and really, honestly, it went pretty well. But I actually had a turning point that I want to tell you about because it helped me to quickly understand that I needed to have a more in-depth level of education. And it was back in 1999 when we first started our online aromatherapy business. So I was buying essential oils from a very reputable supplier in California, and I was reselling the oils. And at the time, we had this beautiful old barn in upstate New York that we had renovated. And I was storing all my oils in an air-conditioned room in the barn, and we were bottling and packaging our products there. It was such a wonderful place to work. And I asked my friend Rhiannon Lewis, who, by the way, is an incredible aromatherapist I'll tell you about later. She was living in France, and I asked her if she would come from France to my New York aromatherapy barn and look at my